Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our Demystifying Microsoft podcast. In this episode of What's New with Microsoft, we're going to be discussing Copilot agents. My name is Wade Walker. I'm the VP of our Microsoft Alliance here at the SourcePath Center of Excellence, aka the SourcePath MCOE. In my role as our Vice President of our Microsoft Alliance, I'm committed to transforming complexity within the Microsoft ecosystem to you, to our coworkers, to our partners. For those of you that are familiar with the Microsoft ecosystem, it gets complex very quickly. And one of the main goals of this series is to help all of us understand all of the new updates from Microsoft, which come at us pretty fast, especially in the summertime when Microsoft announces a lot of new updates for their upcoming fiscal year, which for them started on July 1st. Today, we're going to be discussing Copilot agents, which are new for many people. This is the second episode in our Copilot series. In our previous episode, we discussed Copilot Chat, Microsoft's AI chat service that anyone can use for leveraging AI access, analysis of content on the internet. We're going to be spending more time discussing agents today. So you might be asking yourself, hey, Wade, what's an agent, right? I hear this word, I hear agentic AI, I hear Copilot agent. What's an agent? An agent is basically an AI-powered assistant designed to help you with what you need help with. So you can customize your agent in a wide variety of manners, which we'll get to in a second. And agents can help you with automating workflows, with responding to messages. They can also connect to other systems and get information from those systems to help you do your job or gain more information. So agents are really this next wave of what we're going to see in the AI world, where you're going to have agents that are custom to you. You can almost think of it like an agent as like a coworker or somebody who works for you to get tasks done. Agents are conversational. You interact with it in a nature similar to you would with Copilot or ChatGPT or other similar AI services. Agents are context aware. What's a context? A context is what you want the agent to be aware of. So in the purpose of Copilot, agent would be aware of your Microsoft 365 data. You can also point agents at your sales data, your finance data. You can actually point it out to information on the internet. I'm a golfer. I can make an agent that's golf specific for golf information. Agents are also task oriented. They can help you get things done. Summarize meetings, generating reports, so on and so forth. And they're customizable. You can make your own agent. And like I just mentioned, like to golf, so I can make a golf agent. We'll talk about customizable agents in an upcoming podcast, but today we're going to focus on a pre-built agent. I think it's a little easier to start with a pre-built agent because then you're using something that somebody already made for you. Some examples of agents we've hit on, but some agents out there, there's something called a sales copilot, which connects into a sales system and helps sales teams and marketing teams by taking that data and looking at customer interactions, looking at opportunities, looking at leads and making decisions on that. There's also a lot of companies might have an IT help desk agent. So there's a lot of repetitive questions that are asked of an IT help desk. Hey, help me reset my password. Hey, I can't log in. Hey, we're hiring a new person. We need to get things done. And a customizable agent can connect into your help desk system and help with answer those questions and give people a better response, a quicker response 24/7. Now that we have a high-level understanding of an agent, let's discuss one of my favorite agents. It's a pre-built agent by Microsoft. It's called Copilot Researcher, and it does research for you, hence its name. If you have Copilot for Microsoft 365, you'll actually see Researcher in the agent section. Researcher provides a deep dive research based on your prompts, which can include a multi-step R&D process, including strategic insights. Pretty cool, right? Hey, you've been asked by your boss or leaders or whatever to work on some project. You need to do a lot of research to figure it out. And now you've got an agent that will do research for you. But you might be asking yourself, okay, Wade, that's great. How does it differ from Copilot? Copilot for Microsoft 365 and Copilot Chat, they're designed to give more of a quick, fast response that's context aware based on the information at their disposal, either across your Microsoft 365 data or the internet. and it's more of this quick transactional response. I use Copilot every day. It's wonderful. But when you're looking to do a deep dive, you're looking to do some research on something, we'll get into a scenario in a second. Copilot Researcher is the better solution because it actually does a deep dive for you. So how do you do something, or how does this Copilot Researcher work? With advances in AI and what are called large language models, LLMs, agents like Researcher, they have the capability to act like a member of your team. So one thing you're going to start hearing a lot of, if you haven't already heard it already, is kind of the growth of AI and how it's going to be working with us in the business world. You have human-led AI scenarios. You have AI-led or AI co-working with humans, and then human or AI working on their own. Think of Researcher being human-led. You're leading a research team, which is Copilot Researcher, to do research for you that you or your team maybe would have done in the past, but now you're going to have researcher do it for you. So view it as like a team member on your team. This gets a little technical. Researcher uses OpenAI's O3 deep research model, along with some complex deep research algorithms and other magic in the back end to become a real research agent. So, okay, this sounds great. Let's put some real world examples on this. How can I use Researcher? Let's say you want to do some product development that goes above, again, that typical response that you would just get from Copilot. You're looking for some product development and you need a deep dive research. Dial up a Copilot Researcher and let's just say, hey, I want to develop a strategy for I'm going to make this up, a travel mug that competes against the top end products in the industry. We all have travel mugs and tumblers that we use. So let's just say you wanted Researcher to help build a product like that or develop a product strategy for that. So you would put your prompt into Copilot Researcher, just like you did for Copilot. And you could do something like I just said, develop a product strategy for a travel mug to compete against the top end products in the industry. And then you could tell a researcher, hey, use our internal data. And you can also say, use external data as well. So you can say, go out there on the internet, or if this agent is connected to some other products out there or data sources out there, you can have it connect to that platform and do research in that information as well. So it's pretty cool that you can prompt researchers to use both internal data and external data. And then the cool thing, what I really like, is Researcher is interactive with you. It's going to ask some clarifying questions, just like a coworker would. So you might put in there, hey, develop this product strategy for a travel mug, and it's going to come back and say, well, what kind of travel mug? What are you trying to compete against? Are you trying to compete against some of the top name brands? What's your price point? What colors are you looking for? So actually, it's an interactive dialogue with you. And as it's doing this, as you're giving it the prompts and then it's giving the responses, in the back end, it's starting to build the research project for you. Now, be prepared for the end result to take some time because this is a research project. It takes a while for researcher to ask these questions back to you, for you to respond with your prompts, and then for Copilot Researcher to pour over all the data that it has access to. And then what's really cool too, as it's doing this, you see on your screen the files it's going through, what it's looking at, how it's kind of thinking. And so you really have, in essence, a coworker in the form of an agent doing research for you, thinks through the outcome, reviewing all this data, again, from your prompts and then its questions and responses, it's building this research plan for you. When it's finished, it's pretty cool. You get this research document that's not like your typical Copilot output of a quick response. It is a long multi-page document. And in this case, I ran this scenario. It gave to me how to strategically position the product, some pricing recommendations, a go-to-market plan, and more. So I'm blown away by Researcher. I absolutely love this tool because it's doing all this R&D that you or your team would have spent maybe hours and hours and hours doing in the past. And Researcher's working with you. In essence, it's working for you. It's part of your team. And you now have an R&D team at your disposal with Researcher that, in the past you would have had to take a lot of time from people or pay an external firm to do this for you. And not that you won't in the future, but at least you can have some initial product development research or whatever you want to do research on to get this information for you. If you haven't had a chance to use Researcher, I highly recommend that you give it a go today. It's actually really, really cool. And again, be prepared for it to take some time because it's a back and forth prompt and questioning. And then through that, it builds out this really cool research document for you. Thank you for attending this episode of What's New with Microsoft. As a reminder, if you haven't used Copilot Researcher, again, take some time to have it do some research for you, even if it's just to play. Just take a look at it. It's going to make your life a lot easier, especially if you have to spend some time doing research like I do for my job. I joke that Copilot's becoming my best friend. Well, so is Copilot Researcher, like becoming my best friend. I use these tools every day now. Join us next time to continue learning more about Copilot agents. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to like it, comment on it, share it. Really helps our channels. Oh, and please do not forget to subscribe. In addition, please go to our website at sourcepassmcoe.com to learn more and chat with one of our experts. And then lastly, please be sure to watch our other Demystifying Microsoft series from Nathan Taylor. Nathan goes deep dives into Microsoft solutions and shares some awesome insights for anyone wanting to learn more about how these Microsoft solutions can benefit their organization. Thanks. Bye.